With some $138,000 said to have already been deposited in the bank, a further appeal is being made for persons to contribute to save the Nice Radio Fund to keep it from going into receivership. At a media conference earlier today, lawyer Bacchus says while there has been much talk about monies received thus far not being paid over to claimant Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves, the court order was only brought to their attention days after the January 31st payment date had passed.
Number 2, the order says that it should be paid by the 31st of January 2013, the sum of $138, monies it alleges. Sorry, $138,000. Money it alleges it possesses and it stands ready to pay to the claimant. I must say that I don't know how this order came about, because at no time did BDS say that it has $138,000 in its possession. At all times it was absolutely clear that this money is on a bank account. I think it is 15504 at the bank, the RBTT bank, and the signatories are Junior Bacchus, Matthew Thomas, and myself. And an affidavit to that effect was sworn. It was published in the newspapers. I don't know if there's anybody who did not know that that money was in account at the RBTT bank and who the signatories are.
Bacchus says the order is also troubling as it now incorporates another lawsuit independent of the suit brought by Prime Minister Gonsalves against BDS Limited. However, Brown adds that Queen's Counsel Bertram Commission has already appealed the order.
The third part of the order is the most perplexing part of it all, is that Peter Alexander is being appointed as a joint receiver in a lawsuit that has nothing to do with Peter Alexander, and what is more, this order amends an order made in a completely different lawsuit. I have never heard that. It is not legally permissible. I do not know how you can amend an order made from another lawsuit by another lawsuit, and the matters were never consolidated. And what is more, the order went on to say the order speaks about a consent order, and the lawyers will tell you that you can only amend a consent order with a consent order. So here you have parties in a completely different lawsuit, and may I just say that that lawsuit is Beachmont Estates Inc. against BDS Company Limited. It's a lawsuit that was filed in 2012, way different from this one, which was filed in 2002.
Meanwhile, Bacchus says while the full 100% of the judgment is available to be paid on behalf of BDS Limited to the Prime Minister, the help of the Vincentian public is still needed at this time to raise more money.
It means, therefore, that all the hard work of Vincentians who sweat and use their last amount of money to allow us to raise this $138,000 is now in vain, because a receiver manager has been appointed anyway. So this is to appeal to the public out there. We need to raise another $60,000 to $70,000. Just that. I know that this is hard economic time. I know how you feel about this, but I'm saying that if we don't raise that money, all that we have done in the past would be in vain. So to that extent, we are hoping to have another radiothon tomorrow night on Nice Radio, which will be a call-in program so that persons can call in and pledge this money. Let us pay off the Prime Minister his full debt, his interest, and pay his lawyer Graham Bollers his full cost, and save Nice Radio.